BODDAMN. Today I'm going to answer a DM I got from Instagram, and it's about how to get a larger chest. What's going on, guys and gals? Chris with the BODDAMN channel. This channel is all about food, fitness, and how to live an active, healthy lifestyle. In this video, I'm answering a DM I got from Dab Got This. All right, so I got a DM behind the scenes, and it said, "Hey bro, I just watched your video on YouTube and I'm inspired of the physique that you have right now. I'm very much amazed at your chest. Can you give me some tips on how to build your massive kind of chest?" Okay, so I'm gonna kind of break it down and I'm gonna keep it really, really simple. First of all, thank you for hitting me up with that DM. The DAV Got This. And for anyone else that has a question or wants to see maybe a topic talked about on the BODDAMN channel, then put it down below. Before we get to the content, I will invite you to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be answering a bunch of cool questions like that. I'm also going to try my hardest to help you guys out to build some awesome muscle. So there's a lot of good content coming down this year on this channel. So how did I build a big chest? I won't call it a massive chest because this, I'm not any sort of like Olympian or IFBB or anything like that, but I like to keep a nice aesthetic-based chest. And so this is what I have done. I'm going to break it down to 3 tips that I can give you right now. I know that question that he asked is definitely something that a lot of people are probably wondering. Number 1, this is so important, all right? I want you to use more barbells and I want you to use a lot of negatives, all right? So when you're trying to build a big, nice, aesthetic chest, you have to understand that it's not just the chest that looks big. There's a lot of other stuff going on here that you're seeing, like bigger shoulders, the rounded caps. It gets the whole aesthetic look looking awesome. And that comes from using barbells, all right? And why do you use barbells? Because barbells are most closely associated with compound lifts. And compound lifts are those lifts where it's not just a primary muscle moving, but there are other muscles moving in conjunction to do something. For example, when you do the bench press, it's not just your chest working when you're doing a bench press. It's actually your primary muscle moving is your chest, but right after that is actually your shoulder muscle. A lot of emphasis actually on the front deltoid. And the last moving muscle really that helps along with the bench press is the tricep, right? This right here. By using barbells as opposed to dumbbells, you can definitely incorporate more of the muscles around that region that you're trying to build, and that'll give you an overall bigger effect when you're going for a nice aesthetic look. So yeah, use barbells, so important. Now the second part of what I was telling you guys was to use negatives, right? Which is called the eccentric portion of the movement. Let's just call it negatives right now, but negatives are so beneficial to building muscle. If you want results faster in the gym, you want to get that big chest much faster, incorporate negatives. And negatives are basically, if you are in a bench press and you're pressing up, try to double the time coming down. So if you go up 2 seconds, I want you to come down for 4 seconds, okay? It's gonna require a little bit less weight, but like I said, if you want results in half the time, you're gonna have to start incorporating negatives into your workout. So if you're doing a bicep curl, 1, 2, I want you to come down 4 seconds, all right? So double the time on the negative. So if you're doing a shoulder raise, 1, 2, I want you to come down 4 seconds, all right? If you're going up in 1 second, you're gonna come down in 2 seconds. If you're gonna go up in 3 seconds, you're gonna come down in 6 seconds. You're gonna double the time with the eccentric portion of the movement, which is also called the negative. Number 2, if you wanna get a big chest, and this is just pretty much any muscle built much faster, I want you to train to simple failure. What that means, let's go back to the bench press example. Let's say you do a 5x5 on bench press, 5 sets, 5 reps, all right, and on that last set, all right, you're at the 5th rep, you're like, bam, you rack the weight. I want you to run off the bench. I want you to strip the weight down a little bit, and then I want you to bang out more reps. But I just want you to train till simple failure. And the way that I do that is when I'm actually doing something chest-based, let's say it's an incline dumbbell press, for example, right? So I'm pressing the thing up, and on my last rep, I bring it down, then I bring it to my knees, I put it back on the rack, I immediately pick a weight. Let's say if I was using 60-pound dumbbells, I will go to the 40s, right? And I'll grab the 40s, I'll go back to the bench, and I'll bang out as fast as I can, all right, an extra 10 or 15 reps. But I also go to where I cannot push it anymore, and that is basically simple failure. There's some times where you don't want to train to simple failure, especially if you have a barbell on you. Like if you are doing squats, for example, yeah, training to simple failure, you can actually injure yourself a little bit more rapidly with that. So if you're gonna be doing simple failure with things like squats, I want you to use 2 dumbbells, hold them in your hand, and that way when you're done, you're like, oh, I can't do it anymore, you kind of just let it go. Okay? I would say 80% of the exercises out there you can train to simple failure. So if you're trying to build a big chest, you know, you're on the incline bench and you're done doing your 5x5, I want you to re-rack the weight, I want you to run to each side, and I want you to decrease it a solid, let's say 30 or 40%. You get back in the bench and you bang out, you know, as many as you can, but be careful, because if you're on an incline bench with a barbell, then you might get stuck right here and then someone has to run and help you out. So just remember, simple failure is nothing complicated. Like if you are on an incline barbell, right, which is what you should be doing, barbell, bench press, things that involve barbell kind of stuff, or even Smith machine, things like that that actually have a barbell, even if it's in an actual, you know, Smith machine, which is a linear movement up and down, it's still a barbell, right? It's still gonna recruit a lot of muscle around that area to build that awesome chest that you want. So if you're done doing that, the Smith machine is an easy kind of thing that you can do heavy weight on. The second you're done with the last rep of the last set, you can run around to each side, you can strip it down a little bit, and you can keep banging it out. And the good thing about the Smith machine is it has hooks in it that you can actually hook it, you know, different increments. So if you cannot bring it all the way up, like if you are on an incline barbell bench press, then yeah, you can get stuck in a really crappy position, then someone has to help you out. So just remember that when you're training to simple failure, you have to understand that you know, the Smith machine is really, really good for building an upper chest, and so is the barbell bench press, and so is the actual incline barbell bench press. But when you're gonna do these simple kind of failure sets, think about dumbbells, think about some things like that that doesn't get you stuck in a really weird position where someone has to help you out. But it still allows you to bang out a bunch of reps and really exhaust your muscle to the fullest extent. The last tip I want to give you, and this is really, really important, don't be shooting for reps that are like 4x20 or 4x15. I want you to train with low rep ranges and get stronger. So important, right? So there are 3 real kind of training disciplines that I've adopted over the past 10 or 20 years, all right? One is 4x6, 4 sets of 6 reps. 4x6 is really fun to do. 5x5 is another really big one that a lot of people do. 5 sets of 5 reps. So I like that. The one I like the most out of all of them is called reverse pyramid training. And specifically, you start with your heaviest kind of stuff first. So if I'm on a barbell bench press and I'm doing reverse pyramid training, I'm typically training with these rep ranges, which is 3, 5, 6, and 8. 3 is going to be the heaviest weight. Then I'm going to rest for about 2 minutes. Then I'm going to do a set of 5 reps at 10% less weight, and then I'll rest 2 minutes, and then I'll do another set, the third set, right, at 6 with 10% less weight, and then the final set after resting 2 minutes, I will do 8 reps, all right, with 10% less than the 6 rep set. So that's a really, really effective way to build muscle. I like that one the most out of all of them. But anyways, I hope you found some good value in this. And like I said, if you got a really awesome question or a video that you would love to see on this channel, then put it down in a comment below. I really want to address all y'all's, you know, muscle building concerns, and I want to help you guys get fit as much as I can. You can also DM me at BODDAMN, which you can see down there. And yeah, so you can DM me at BODDAMN on Instagram, and I can try to make a video regarding your situation. But like I said, if you found good value in this video, I want you to help me out, because there's a lot of great content coming down this year, and I want to see you on the other side. Take it easy. Goodbye!